I'm Phoebe from the Philippines, and I've actually been in Hong Kong for 4 years because I did my MPhil in Industrial Engineering and Decision Analytics in UST. And this was actually a very productive period of my life. For one thing, the research I did here, I was able to present it in conferences. So sadly, conferences were online at that point. But recently, I presented an extension of the research when I did my exchange in Tokyo, Japan, and I even won a small award. And it was also very productive publication-wise because we have had collaborations with universities in Korea and Germany. And that was very important for me at that time because when I was in MPhil, I was looking for a university to pursue my PhD in. But when I got the offer from HKUST, and when I learned what project I would be working on, so I accepted it right away. So I'm not sure how much I can share about my project here for my PhD research, only that it required me to learn a lot of new things like Unity 3D that I never touched before as an undergrad and even in MPhil. So now I'm struggling again, but I chose this path because I know that if I'm struggling, it means that I'm growing. So I'll tell you about life in Professor Richard So's group. Our group studies how humans process visual and auditory information using different methods. So on the left, I have some pictures of us together as a research group. There's a picture of my lab mates' graduation, a picture of us eating together in the Chinese restaurant in campus where we had good dim sum, and a picture of us in Disneyland where we celebrated the return of some of our graduated alumni. So on the right, I have some pictures of my lab mates' interesting research. One of my lab mates studies the brain signals associated with motion sickness, so she uses EEG, and another lab mate developed a deep learning-based crowd fever screening system, which you can actually see in some of the travel airport terminals or cruise terminals in Hong Kong. So another part I really love about HKUST is that I had a piece of my home with me. So I'm from the Philippines and I have a Filipino scholar community here. So two things to know about Filipinos is that we love to celebrate all the occasions and we also love to take pictures. So HKUST is good for both. There are a lot of scenic views we're taking pictures in. Whenever we have too many people to squeeze into one apartment, there are a lot of nice places in HKUST where we can gather together, like you can see on the right. So I can say that I'm hardly homesick because I've always had a piece of home with me. But my hope for you is that you will find your community, whether same nationality or not, here in UST. So another favorite thing of mine in HKUST is the garden committee, which I am an active member of. So this is where HKUST students, staff, and family members come together to grow crops for the whole community. So upper left is some pictures of the most active members. And then last year, we were very blessed to have a bountiful harvest. So you can see the very big crops that we had last year. And it was extremely rewarding to share these crops with our friends, our family, and even with some of the offices in HKUST. So hope to see you in our garden next time. And then one of my very good experiences is because HKUST is part of the Asia Oceania Top University League in Engineering, or OUTWL, and Tokyo Tech, which is another member of the university, hosts a regular summer program. So I was selected to be the participant in that program and spent a summer in Tokyo Tech just this summer. And from there, I got to meet students from different OUTWL universities. So that includes students from Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, and Vietnam. And it was a very nice cultural experience. So we actually made it a point to try cuisine from each other's countries every time. But here's just us eating pizza and having drinks. And then in the middle is pictures from my time with CrossLab. So we are actually continuously collaborating on interdisciplinary research, wherein I do the computational side and they do the chemical reaction side. And then also through them, I got to experience the Japanese Joshikai, or the Girls' Night Out in Japan. And then another part of the OUTWL summer program is exposure to Japan's research and development institutes, including the Research Institute for its world-famous JR railway train system. And aside from that, I also got to take a crash course in Nihongo, so I can speak some Japanese now. I'll end this slide by just showing you some snippets of my life in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is really the epitome of work hard, play hard to me. It's true that the people here are very hardworking and very driven, but at the same time, there are plenty of ways that you can enjoy yourself in Hong Kong. There are plenty of workshops and recreational activities that you can try. So proof of that is the pictures here are actually just a few things that I tried in the last 12 months. In fact, skateboarding, I do it and I learned it in the skate park just outside my dorm here, my dorm in HKUST. So what I can say about these experiences is that aside from maintaining work-life balance, my new hobbies have taught me not to fear failure and to appreciate the growing pains when I'm trying something new. And at the same time, as a research student, I also learned to be brave, that I cannot fear failure, and to keep trying and keep growing. That is all for my sharing. Thank you for having me, and I hope that we can see you around HKUST in the near future.